doesn't make any sense.
No, of course not.
The bone structure is so different, and people that deny that are crazy.
I know. That is silly, man.
She's not good. No, she's not good.
She's not a good fighter.
No, she's just strong.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing, you don't look at her and think like, oh, she fights like Chris Cyborg, or she's not that unbelievably talented.
Right.
She's just physically way
Super
different.
strong.
Of course, different, but what woman do you know who's content creator, YouTuber, singer, whatever, who's like, I want to get in the ring and fight her?
Joe Rogan reacted strongly after Claressa Shields called out Rolando Romero, emphasizing that biological differences between men and women are the reason sports are divided.
That to say that like you can't bring that up, that's offensive, is ridiculous to me.
Well, especially when it comes to fighting.
Yeah, man.
That was the big one. And that was where I really understood like how bizarre and
the
how
defense is
cult,
for that.
Yeah, how cult-like this ideology is.
I'd like to see you transition to a woman and fight women.
It'd be a lot of fun.
To have what, 12 murder charges? That would be the.
However, Claressa Shields argued that Rolando Romero doesn't possess the skill level to defeat her, claiming he relies heavily on raw strength and power. She emphasized that without sharper technique, strategy, and ring IQ, his physical advantages alone wouldn't be enough to overcome a highly skilled fighter like herself.
Thurman is not that great of a boxer. Is he strong?
Yes.
Yes. But what else? I'm a woman, but I'm bigger. I'm longer. I got better skill.
Rolando Romero stated that he could face Claressa Shields at any weight class without needing to move up to her division. He expressed confidence that his natural strength and power would be enough to compete effectively, even without adjusting his weight.
Hitting people, right? Claressa has been out here saying she could beat you in a fight. Now, I know you say you don't hit women, but I mean, you can spar with her, maybe. I don't know.
Nice. She'll beat him.
She'll beat you.
Yeah, it's better than me.
She's got skill. She's the quad, right?
Yeah, skill, pay the bill. She has good flow. Yada yada yada, all that stuff. She'll beat.
She'll beat you. If you were to fight, what weight would you fight her at? Every weight? Okay. All right.
Meanwhile, Claressa Shields has boldly stated she belongs among boxing's all-time greats, claiming that only Muhammad Ali and Floyd Mayweather Jr. rank above her.
I think, me personally, that I am one of the best boxers in the world, male or female. I think it's Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, me. That's it. But you know what? I will say that I think that I'm so good that I'm hard on myself because I should be knocking these girls out. If I can go in there and win unanimous decisions, I'm always asking myself after the fight, why didn't you get the knockout? How come didn't the knockout come? So for me, that's what I'm working on. So I got all the skills and the power and everything. I just have to figure it out and put it all together. And I've been fighting some of the toughest competition ever since I've been pro.
She frequently highlights her undisputed titles and Olympic gold medals as evidence, arguing that her accomplishments place her among the greatest fighters in boxing history.
I'm 3-time undisputed champ. 2 times at 160. It means everything to me. People always say, Claressa, you're the self-proclaimed GOAT. No, I'm not. I can be any female boxer you put in front of me. Rather she's a big puncher, faster, slicker, taller, whatever you want to say. I can adapt and I can win and I can bite down when it gets hard against anybody. So I am the greatest woman of all time. And if nobody believed me when I said it back then, they gotta believe me now because Savannah Marshall hits like a damn man.
Claressa Shields recently shared footage of herself sparring with a male opponent, where she appeared to dominate, aiming to showcase her ability to compete with men in the ring. Critics argue that since she rarely scores knockouts against women, defeating a male fighter would be significantly more challenging due to natural differences in strength and power, despite her elite boxing skills and championship pedigree.
You can't knock out women. What makes you think you can knock out a man? And in particular, a man at that size and a man that has the reputation that he has, and he's a heavy-handed guy.
Some fans argue that Claressa Shields might have a chance against a smaller, light-hitting male boxer like Shakur Stevenson. They point out that his style relies more on defense, speed, and technique than raw power, suggesting that a physically strong, elite female champion like Shields could potentially compete with someone like him, but not Rolando Romero.
Shakur Stevenson, he's not a heavy-handed guy, and he's a smaller guy. Yeah, she could probably beat Shakur Stevenson. I doubt that, but it would be competitive. How about that? That's the best I can give you. It would be competitive, but I would still have Shakur Stevenson wiping the floor.
A few years ago, Claressa Shields was reportedly dropped by a male sparring partner during training. Some fans point to that moment as evidence that defeating male fighters wouldn't be easy, arguing that the differences in strength and power between men and women could make many matchups challenging. Claressa Shields responded by claiming that the male fighter had removed padding from his gloves. She explained that the incident was driven by revenge and that the altered gloves made the punch more dangerous, arguing that the situation was unfair and didn't accurately reflect her true ability.
But the guy I sparred, he was like a little Russian hater. He took the padding out of his gloves. I had whooped ass on a Monday, and his coach wanted to spar again on Thursday. But he caught me, but he didn't have no padding in his gloves. He know exactly who he is.
Rolando Romero revealed that Claressa Shields once thanked him after he knocked out the same fighter who had dropped her in sparring. Romero noted that he stopped the boxer during his 11th professional fight.
Probably should call out Michaela, should call out Katie Taylor, like why is she calling out Rolly?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know, but she also knows it's never gonna happen. Aside from that, too, she thanked me because I knocked out the dude that had knocked her out in sparring. I knocked him out in my 11th fight. And then I brought up the story of when I first met her, and she got defensive.
Did she ever try to apologize over the first meeting or explain?
She never apologized for it specifically, but I got so much. I'm a very forgiving person. I've already forgiven her longer.
Alicia Baumgardner weighed in on the situation, stating that it underscores the real power gap between male and female fighters. She suggested that no matter how confident Claressa Shields is in her strength or skill, the physical reality of men's punching power cannot be ignored. Baumgardner emphasized that Shields should recognize that biological strength and power play a major role in boxing performance. While not diminishing Shields' greatness, she pointed out that competing with men introduces distinct challenges due to the natural size, speed, and power advantages many male fighters possess.
You watch that video, you see her take a really hard shot, go down. Obviously, you're a boxer, you're a fighter, that's what you do. You take shots, you give shots, but from a man to a woman, I think that's where people feel a little...
So this is what I think.
Please, yeah.
These two both agree to spar each other, so that's one thing. Both parties agree. Clarissa's sparring a man at the end of the day. As much as she talks about, I want to fight a man, I'm going to beat a man up, you still have to respect the man and his man's power, period. I don't care. And because you are in the ring with a man, and they may be a little better than you, it just looked like Claressa got caught and got dropped. That's it. And I don't think there was any vicious intent behind it. These two were just sparring. Claressa got caught, she got back up. And again, Clarissa's gonna feel some type of way and say, hey, them gloves, the padding was out of them. Maybe she was embarrassed, and maybe that's why she said what she said, but them two agree.
Sean Porter publicly responded to Claressa Shields' idea of fighting top male boxers, saying that talking about it is easier than actually doing it. Porter called her challenge cute and expressed respect for her as a champion. but emphasized that the level of strength, speed, and movement in elite men's boxing is very different for what she encounters in the women's game.
Oh, it's cute that, you know, she's made it to the point that she's made it to. That is remarkable. That is very, very respectful. I think every fighter in the world, whether you're a man, woman, whatever, you should respect the things that she's done.
Right.
There's a lot that goes into it. And it's one of those things that, you know, things are easier said than done.
So that brings me to my next question, because I asked her, I was like, look, I go, there's an obvious power and strength differential. Like she is dominant, you know, in the women's division, but the strength and the power between the top women and the top men is a big deal. She said she's not worried about the strength and power because she said it's about movement, it's about setting traps, it's about sticking and moving, all that stuff. Does she have a point there?
Yes, she definitely has a point there. Styles make fights. That's a common saying in boxing, and that's 100% true. But along with that, she has the thing that I don't think realizes is that, you know, whatever top boxer she's been in the ring with, I'm sure that top boxer was, you know, took his foot off the gas pedal. And any fighter that isn't at that level is really defending him.
Sean Porter pointed out that one reason Claressa Shields seems to perform well sparring with men is that those partners aren't elite male professionals at her level. He emphasized the significant difference between sparring with gym fighters and facing a top-ranked male boxer who is bigger, faster, and hits harder.
He's not on her level.
Right.
And so, you know, and here's the thing. You put Claressa Shields in the ring with a fighter at her weight class, at her same level, and she's going to be outmatched. From the physical standpoint, I think that is an animal that she's not really prepared for. I think that there are fighters that she could beat, but no one at her level in men's professional boxing. It's just
Sean Porter also stated that he isn't interested in stepping into the ring with Claressa Shields, even for an exhibition, because facing a male opponent at his competitive level presents an entirely different challenge. He suggested that if Shields genuinely wanted to test herself, she would need to start at the bottom and work her way up through the male ranks, rather than expecting top fighters to agree to a matchup immediately.
Do you ever consider doing like a 3-round exhibition with the Claressa Shields, or is that something you would never even consider?
I honestly wouldn't consider that. I don't think that I don't have anything to prove. I think if she's got something to prove, she's got something else to prove against someone else. And let me reel it all the way back in. Again, and say it again. I have tons of respect for her and the things that she's done. But speaking for myself, I know that when you get in the ring with me, there's a lot more that you have to prepare for than what your eyes see, and what in a lot of ways what your mind could imagine. And you know, that's just one of those things that, you know, is, you know, you have to be there you have to actually live it out in order to really understand that. And that's not something that I intend to live out with.
Despite facing criticism for calling out male boxers, Joe Rogan has spoken positively about Claressa Shields, recognizing her as one of the most prominent and recognizable female fighters in boxing. Rogan has praised how Shields has transcended the sport, gaining attention beyond boxing and bringing broader visibility to women's boxing, an achievement few female fighters have reached.
Accomplished incredible things. Like, for people that don't know, you won the Olympic gold medalist at 17, and then you won it again 4 years later.
Yep, 2-time.
The only American boxer ever.
Yes.
I think, like, only another sport, like, no boxer's ever done that, right? In America.
No, not from America, just me.
And, I mean, you've gone multiple weight classes, and now you're considering fighting in MMA. I mean, you kind of cleared out boxing in a lot of ways.
It's always something more to be accomplished in boxing, but I'm venturing off into MMA because I really want to see, am I as great as I think I am? And I think I am. So I'm excited to be fighting with the PFL later on this year and just taking it from there.
Do you think Shields could beat a male pro boxer with enough training? Let us know in the comments.